your permission, if Ananga Manjari Devi Dasi can offer you a garland, and Janava Mataji will offer you Bhog Prasad, and Damara Prabhu can do Arti Gurudev, and then you can give your class, and after your class, the devotees would like to glorify you a little, Gurudev, with your permission.
Whatever.
Thank you, Gurudev. Ananga Manjari Didi, you can show Gurudev your garland.
Oh, very beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Gurudev. Janava Didi, can you please offer Gurudev Bhog Prasad?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Maharaji, I prepared some offerings for this auspicious day. I just want to offer that to your lotus feet. And darshan of our little Madhava, Shridham and Sudama, Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra Maharani Ji, who we've also offered new cloth for today. And then we have Shri Shri Nitai Mayapur Chandra.
Very beautiful.
Srila Prabhupada, and my Guru Maharaji. Maharaji, I just also wanted to say thank you so much for always coming online every Saturday. I know that you're so busy, but you always make time for us. Thank you for giving us this little mercy and for thinking of us all the way across on another continent and for giving us this mercy. Maharaji, please accept all our offerings and bestow us with your mercy so that we may progress in Bhakti. Thank you, Maharaji. Dandavat Pranams.
Thank you, Janava Didi, for that. Now can I please have Damora Prabhu to do Arti to Gurudev and Jugala Kishora Kishori Didi to sing to Gurudev. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Shri Guru Charana Pama Kevala Bhaktati Sadma Bandhu Muni Savadana Mate Sahara Prasadeva Epavatoriya Jam Krishna Prapti Hoye Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha Pamavakya Sukete Koriya Kya Arana Kori Homane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Ise Utama Goti Jai Prasade Pule Seva Asha Chakshudana Dilo Jai Jame Jame Prabhu Se Divya Jana Hete Prakashito Preme Bhakti Jahe Hote Avidya Panase Hote Vedagaya Chahara Charita Shri Guru Karuna Singham Paramachanara Bondya Lokanath Lokera Jivana Mahaprabhu Korodaya Tegumore Padachaya Ebeja Kusu Tribhuvana Ebeja Kusu Tribhuvana Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So we continue now.
Damara Prabhu, sorry, I'm not sure my signal's going off. Is the Aarti over? Jugala, can you see? Didi?
Oh, I think it's
Hare
still
Krishna,
going.
Gurudev. Dandavad
No.
Aarti is concluded.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Gurudev. Yes, you can start class now. Thank you.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Aurya Madhurya Gunaisha Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Pada Udaikam Chaitanya Lila Mrita Sara 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 Prapanti Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Sri Gadadara Sri Vasari Sri Gaura Bhaktavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Now for my millions of reasons, Lotus feet of your Gurudev, upon the Guru Varga. Now, Minister Santoshi Pada and the Prabhu Channel, the Prabhu Dandavat, and all Vaishnavas, present, past, and future Vaishnavas. Dandavat pranams, Lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. 8th is Wednesday. Is the disappearance day of Baladev Vidyabhushan. Then 9th Thursday is Ganga Devi Avirbhav, appearance of Ganga Devi. Ganga Puja, Dashara, Sri Ganga Mata Goswami Sirobha, disappearance day of Sri Ganga Mataji. Then 10th June is Pandav Nirjal Ekadasi. 14th June is Sri Jagannath Snanam Yatra. Then 2 weeks, no one can take darshan. Jagannath will be recovering. Lakshmi will start treating him. Then 1st of July is Rath Yatra. Like that. Then just a reminder, Janmashtami is 19th August. Then 4th September is Sri Radhashtami. Then Guru Purnima is 13th July. So 13th July the Chaturmasya starts. At the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to Jagannath Puri, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was in the temple or came out. He was telling Nityananda Prabhu. Either you go ahead or I will go ahead, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very angry externally. And Nityananda Prabhu broke his danda into 3 pieces, threw into the river. Then, of course, Akhanda Guru Tattva Nityananda, to show that is Tridandi. Tridandi meaning Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. We completely engage in service of Guru and Krishna, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was carrying Ekadanda. So Akhanda Guru, he was not satisfied. He made into 3 pieces, threw it. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a little angry. He said, "You go ahead or I will go." So he was going forward. When he came to Jagannath temple, he fell unconscious. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was there, luckily, and he saw all the Ashtasattvika. Then he's not an artist, extraordinary personality. Even though he was a Mayavadi, he felt he must be extraordinary personality, Fulgent. So what to do? He took him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he carried him to his house. Then devotees came by, Nityananda Prabhu, all. They were asking, did they see Mahaprabhu and all? So somebody told me, yes. He came here, he was unconscious, taking darshan of Jagannath. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya took him to his house. So there they met, meeting meaning he was unconscious. Then loud chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. He came back, external senses. Then Sarvabhauma came to know that the background of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very pleased. Because Vidyanagar, right? Vidyanagar is studied under his students. So that way there was some intimacy. That time Gopinath Acharya was there. He is a brother-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is thinking, wait a minute, you have taken sannyas very 24 years, right? You are useful. So you should hear Vedanta Sutra from me, like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes, okay. So like that, he started telling for many days. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not say any word. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is thinking, wait a minute, are you understanding this Vedanta Sutra? Because no questions. I want to make sure you understand. Yes. I understand clearly the main sutras is obvious, but your interpretation I cannot digest. You are putting something. You are trying to cover the main meaning of Vedanta Sutra, Bhakti. Then, like that, of course, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was impressed by it. So then then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started narrating, Vedanta Sutra and Srimad Bhagavatam. So at that time, Gopinath Acharya was listening to this. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving commentary. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya heard this, he was totally transformed. He was totally transformed. Because of Mayavadi completely became a devotee. So, but before that, Gopinath Acharya was telling, he's a supreme Lord, Some give evidences like that. Maybe some other time he was giving explanation, Atma Rama, so many times. But see, by this alone we can conclude that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Supreme Personality. Has come in this way to teach, to elevate us. Dhanya Kali Yuga, he is able to transform. That's why today I was telling, remember, you are so fortunate, you have a human form of life, is it not? And you have taken birth in this Dhanya Kali Yuga, and then you have come in touch with the Gaudiya Sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no one in the whole world as fortunate as you. Why you are worrying about these little tiny things? Tiny thing. Don't worry. So we don't know our own fortune. Own fortune. This is Satyuga, really. You might say, wait a minute, so many things happening. How do we reconcile? See, if the fan is running, right? You unplug it, what happens? You think it will immediately come to stop? No. It's keep on moving for a while, right? So same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu unplugged this Kali Yuga, connected to Satyuga. Actually Satyuga. But because of the little leftover thing, it is moving, gradually going to come to rest. So the question might ask, wait a minute, when it's going to happen? Maybe people are selling, some or Sampradaya, Acharyas are telling, Swami Maharaj, even Vaman Maharaj, others also, 2030, 34, something like that. Maybe a world war and lot of people will, and of course technology is there. 4G, small, birds, 5G, humans also, 6G, I don't know. If there is anything. So it's very, very dangerous technology. They know it, but they cannot stop it. See, something is pushing them. And then the cows, they see cows. There is all around the world, there is Agnihotra, This is very, very powerful weapons to protect us from this, the future. That's why maybe I'll send the link or something, But anyway, devotees will be protected. Okay. So many great stalwart devotees are telling, you will be protected. Krishna himself says, Name Bhaktya Pranashati. So bhakti will take off. So many things coming. It's amazing. It's really mind-boggling. Because Krishna has all this in the plan. Gradually it starts. So same way, you can why I'm saying is, Gopinath Acharya was listening Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's interpretation of the Vedanta Sutra. Then what happened? After many, maybe 100 years, 200 years later, or something like that. But, just before Bhakti Vinod, at least 200 years after. So Baladev Vidyabhushan, he appeared. Who is Baladev Vidyabhushan? Same that Gopinath Acharya. Because he heard Vedanta Sutra. Now what happened? This story, I think many of you may not know. What it is in Jaipur there was some argument. See, Jaipur, Radha Gonji, of Rupa Goswami's deities. Abhideya, Abhideya, the three principal deities, right? Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinath. All the three deities moved to Jaipur. Then Radha Madan Mohan moved to another place, away from Jaipur, 3-4 hours, 4-5 hours. Now, Radha Govinda temple, some questions were raised by Ramanuja, followers of Ramanuja. Where in Shastra that Krishna is married to Radha? Krishna married to Rukmini Satyabhama. How can you put Radha there? Radha Govinda. Then they say Gaudiya Sampradaya is Sampradaya. Where is their how can they claim that they are Sampradaya? They don't have a Vedanta Sutra. Like that, they convinced, they removed actually Radha from the Radha Govinda. Then king was concerned because he is Gaudiya, but with Pandit are all arguing like that. Then king sent a message to Vrindavan. That time, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was elderly, he was in bhajan, completely absorbed in bhajan. Almost half, is in this world. So he sent Baladev Vidyabhushan. Baladev. He heard from Srimad Bhagavatam and he was trained he also came to Karnataka, Mysore, Udupi, he started, trained up in all the different sutras, the Vedanta Sutra commentaries by different acharyas, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, all that. Then he learned, so then he came here, he studied Madhva Sampradaya, he was impressed by Madhvacharya's commentary. So, then he went, studied Jiva Goswami's Shastra, that Sandarbha like that. Then he was even more impressed. So he became Gaudiya, sannyasi. Then he was learning, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So with all this background, amazing, his command or grammar, alankar and all that is exception. And he's studied Veda, Shankara Bhashya, Madhva Bhashya, Ramanujacharya, all these acharyas. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur sent him to Jaipur along another devotee. There he convinced them. Look, The Srimad Bhagavatam is itself with the commentary and Vedanta Sutra, natural commentary. So where is the need for another commentary? That's why the Gaudiya Sampradaya did not write. Because Vedavyas himself has written, he composed the Vedanta Sutra and he himself made the commentary as a, Srimad Bhagavatam as the commentary. Then who are we? See? But these people insisted, no, he must have. He showed them that we have a connection from Madhva Sampradaya. Vyasa Tirtha, Lakshmipati Tirtha, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwara Puri, Chaitanya, like that. And our Vaishishta is Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. They are all impressed, but they are putting on this kind of, where is commentary on Vedanta Sutra? Otherwise, we will not. So, all right, he asked for some few days, 1 week, couple of days. So within few days, I prayed to Govinda, and Govinda said, okay, don't worry, can be done, So Govinda started dictating, started taking down. That's why he named it as Govinda Bhashya. Then he presented it within few days, and they were all spellbound. So they gave him the title, Vidya Bhushan. It's a Vidya Bhushana is like Alankar, great for the Vidya, unsurpassed, caliber, like that. Vidya Bhushan, Baladev Vidya Bhushan. So we are very, very indebted for him because he protected our Sampradaya and once for all. So this is amazing. What I'm saying is, Baladev Vidya Bhushan was the Gopinath Acharya before, and he himself heard the commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Now he is putting down. See, Lord's plan, wow, he knows in future what is, we cannot understand, comprehend, but he has every plan, pakka plan, perfect plan. That's why we should have this faith, He's Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot go wrong in any. There cannot be any fault in them. It's like, can you find darkness in sun? No. So, like that, they have the super plan. So that is Baladev Vidya Bhushan. And then he wrote so many scriptures. Amazing. Brahma Sutra Bhashya, that is Govinda Bhashya. Then Siddhanta Ratna, Vedanta Samantaka, Pramaya Ratnavali, Siddhanta Darpana, Sahitya Kaumudi, Kavya Kaustuba, Vyakarana Kaumudi, Pada Kaustuba, Sahitya Kaumudi. So many of them. So that's why we remember him all the every day. In our Gaudiya Sampradaya, we say, in our Guru Parampara Pranali, Vishwanatha Bhakta Sata, Baladeva Jagannatha, Tarapriya Sri Bhakti Vinoda. After Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, there's Baladev Vidya Bhushan, then Jagannath Das Babaji, then Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, then Gaur Kishore Babaji, then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So, we pray at his lotus feet, Baladev Vidya Bhushan. to pray mercy. Give us strength to understand Vedanta Sutra. Okay. See, we started a little bit, but we didn't go much. Our Gurudev used to say, you should know at least 10, 20 Vedanta sutras. Then you become very, very, very strong in your tattvas. Mayavadis cannot shake you. Mayavadis will be shaken apart and they will run away from you. To the extent Mayavada goes away, to that extent we will progress in bhakti. Okay, bhakti is very pure, amrita saman. Om yad labdva, siddhi bhavati, amrito bhavati, trupti trupto bhavati. Complete satisfaction comes from bhakti. Bhakti raivainam nayati, bhakti raivaim darshati. Bhakti vasha purusha, bhakti raiva purusha. Bhakti alone can take us to Supreme Lord, nearer. Nothing else. Not the karma, jnana, yoga, this sampat, nothing. Only bhakti can take us. Only bhakti has permission. Why? Because bhakti also can give the audience of the Lord. Why is that? Because bhakti vasha purusho. Lord is completely captured by bhakti. Nothing else. Bhakti vasha purusho. Bhakti reva bhuyashi. If anything defeats Krishna, you think there can be any more powerful than that? Can Krishna can be defeated by anything? Bhakti defeats, it comes under control. That means you think there can be anything better, more powerful than bhakti? Impossible. Sarva Sreshta. So we should try to get bhakti. And ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಾಯಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಾಯಿ
ಬೇರೆ ದಿನ ಬಂದು ಔಷಧಿನೂ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅಜಿರ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಈಚೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ
ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತು ಬೇಡ.
ಇವಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ತಾಯಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೋದ್ರೆ
ಇನ್ನು 9 ಇನ್ನು 6 ಐತೆ ಬಿಡು.
ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರ? ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಾಯಿ.
ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಪಾಪ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಈಗ ನೀವು ಈಗ ಹೊರಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೀರ್ತೀರಾ?
ಗೋವಾ ಕತ್ಲೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಜಿಯೋ ಫೋನ್, ಜಿಯೋ ಸಿಮ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಫೋನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಾನು ಹೊಡೆದು ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ ಫೋನುಗಳನ್ನ. ಒಂದೇ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನಂದೆ ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನೀನ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂದೇನೆ.
ದಾಮೋದರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ
ಅದ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಯವನು ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ, ನೋಡಿ ಸಿಮ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ.
ಹೋಗ್ಬತ್ತಾಯಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತಾಯಿ. ಸೊ ಬಲದೇವ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭೂಷಣ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಕಿ ಜೈ, ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಕಿ ಜೈ. So now the 9th, 10th Thursday is the disappearance day of Ganga Mata Goswami. See, our Gurudev always remember Ganga Mata. What a wonderful personality. So inspiring, you know. See, by hearing these great stalwart devotees, we get strength. We can understand few things, you know, their dedication, their contribution, their glories. So, and how Lord is doing so many leelas, so many amazing things to them, even today. No? Even today, Lord is doing through them. So Ganga Mata is very prominent in that sense. She comes in that Gadadhar lineage, Gaura Shakti Gadadhar Pandit, Haridas Pandit. Haridas Pandit is Haridas Pandit's disciple, Ganga Mata. Now, there was one, Pranali is Anantacharya, Vinod Manjari, Gopal, Rasa Manjari. See, Anantacharya is the Vinod Manjari. Then Anantacharya Shishya and disciple is Haridas Pandit. So his disciple is Ganga Mata. Now she was a Rajakanya. She was born to a king in West East Bengal at that time. East Bengal. Now Bangladesh. So, but from the beginning itself, she was so renowned. She was expert in Sanskrit, she was studying. When the parents wanted to marry her, he said, I'm not going to marry any person who is going to die. So then the parents wonderstruck, wait a minute, what we can do? He was such a strong determination. What is the point of marrying a person who is going to die, condemned to die? Right? There is a death personified, dancing on practically everyone's head, right? When is going to strike, we don't know, but definite. So before he strikes, anytime he can strike. We cannot wait a minute, you will give him some notice. No notice. Right? Parikshit Maharaj was lucky. He was given 7-day notice, and boy, he started listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami, he came on his own. See, this is another thing. How did Sukadeva Goswami knew that he was cursed, and he came to the, Sukadeva Goswami, inspired by the Lord. Now you are the best person. You have heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Vedavyas. Now we should go distribute, become an instrument in whole, instrument is over. So today we were talking, about this. How did Parikshit Maharaj? There was a dead snake there. How come there was a dead snake there? Wow, why you put him on that stage? Something amazing. He could not do, but he was. Then he felt himself so bad. No, wait a minute. I should not have done this. Oh, let me renounce my kingdom, everything, nothing. I just want to do bhajan of Krishna. He was completely didn't want to continue as a king. So that time when he was thinking like that, there was a news, the disciple, you have been cursed to die in 7 days. He felt so happy, rejoicing. Wow, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. You think any common people will think like that? Get a notice. So then, he was actually waiting for it. And then he left. So, ಮಾತಾಡೋದಾ ಹೌದಾ ಈಗ ಹಸುಗಳ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬಂದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ ಹೌದಾ ಹಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಹಾ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬನ್ನಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಹಾ ಸೊ Parikshit Maharaj was so happy. Then how did he hear Srimad Bhagavatam? One pointed. Among 7 days, did he go to the bathroom? Not even once. Did he drink any water? No. No sleep, no food, nothing. Fasted. And he was not, Parikshit Maharaj, was reciting and he was going into, little half sleep like that. No, he was completely alert. And then he was saying, he was enlivened by Harikatha, by listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. He was getting so much energy, strength and all that. See, this is a proof how powerful Srimad Bhagavatam. No tiredness, nothing. Can keep on. If he was cursed to say another 1 month, he would have continued, right? But anyway, 1 week. Then on top of it, he told his mother also. See, this is an amazing thing. When, Sukadeva Goswami stopped it, there was few hours left. So his mother came and tell him, so you see, my dear son, you have heard Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm a lady. Please recite me again the summary form. Most important. So then he started reciting to mother. So that's what Brihad Bhagavatamritam is. So that is how. So Ganga Mata also became expert in Srimad Bhagavatam. She was chanting 1 lakh to 3 lakh almost. Then she was sent to Radha Kund for many years, listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. Then his Guru told one day, you should go to Jagannath Puri, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's place. You should renovate. At that time, it was all lupta, meaning disappeared, except there was one deity worshipped. So she was continuing his Bhagavatam. She became very well known. King used to come, and then one day Lord Jagannath told King, you should give that near that place, Sweta Ganga, to Ganga. To her name was actually before Sachi Mata. Mother gave her name Sachi Mata. Ganga Mata, how it came, we will see later. So Sachi Mata. Then from Jaipur side, DT also came. Requesting her to worship me. She said, no, I'm too busy. Then see how Krishna tricks. There was a Brahmin there, Jaipur, deity. And then he said, if you don't take me to Ganga Mata there, I'm going to curse you. So he was brought up, and then Ganga Mata saying, see, this is the instruction of Lord, we should take. No, I cannot. How can I? No. Then what he can do, he left it near the Tulsi. Then Gopal is telling, look, you're not taking care of me, I'm here, I'm very hungry. And she went and started taking care. So Krishna is very enthusiastic to accept pure devotion, pure seva. It's amazing. So then one day, so many people were going for the snan, right? Sweta Deepa name also. One time, how the Sweta Deepa, some of you have gone to Jagannath Puri, Sweta Ganga, Sweta Ganga. Why that name came for? Long time back, there was a king by name Sweta. He was very devoted to Jagannath. He made a special thing to be offered to Jagannath. One day early morning he went to Jagannath. Because he's a very advanced devotee king, he saw Jagannath accept so amazing preparations that was offered by the Devatas. And he had a little doubt in his mind. Wait a minute. Jagannath is accepting prepared by the Devatas, which will be first class. But I'm an ordinary king here. Is he really accepting my, our offerings, or is happy with the Devata? No, he had a very deep concern. At that time, he saw Lakshmi Devi offering that king arranged to Jagannath. And he was happily. Then he understood, wow. So that's how that Sweta Ganga name came. There is a Sweta Madhava and then Sweta Ganga. So one time there was a time to take Ganga bath. Krishna Trayodasi Tithi, Mahavarani Snana. They call it Mahavarani Krishna. People go and take bath in Ganga. But Ganga, the Sachimata also wanted to go, but she has taken Kshetra Sannyas, meaning I will not leave Jagannath Puri. Like, why she is doing it? Because his parampara is from uh, you know, Nitya Gadadhar Pandit, right? You remember Gadadhar Pandit also took Kshetra Sannyas. Then he wanted to accompany Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reminded him, hey, you have taken Kshetra. You're not supposed to leave Jagannath Puri. But anyway, Jagannath Puri is where you are, like that argument. No? So she could not go with others. But the pure devotee, Lord arranges. So in the middle of the night, Ganga came and said, I am appearing in the Sweta Ganga, that come and take a bath. So she came and started making sure nobody is there. She jumped into the water. Then she saw, then the waves, at that time immediately Ganga appeared there and they carried away her to in the waves to inside Jagannath temple. And she is at the lotus feet of Jagannath. And she sees so many people taking bath in Ganga, so much, all this noise, sound was there. When the security people heard this noise, they were wondering, what is this? What is going on? Jagannath temple. Then they told Pujari came and opened it. He didn't see anything, Ganga. But he saw Ganga, from that day on she was known as Ganga Mata. So she was, the Pandavas could not understand, the Pujaris. What she is doing, is she is trying to steal Jagannath's ornament like that. Then king, they put her into like jail. And then Lord Jagannath came and chastised them in the dream. You have done an offense at the lotus feet. Now, release her, and then you have to take Diksha from her. He told king, everybody. So they, even though she refused the order of Jagannath, she accepted them. So she became very famous. From that time on, she was known as Ganga Mata. So she continued like that. So such is the amazing Ganga Mata. There is even today, there are so many arrangements the king made. The prasadam, some dakshina, like that. There is 5 Yugal Murtis in that, but Radha Rasik Rai, Radha Shyam Sundarji, Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Sri Radha Vinod, or Sri Radha Raman. Also there is a Damodar Saligram, worshipped by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then so amazing, Ganga Mata ki jai. So we pray, strong determination like that. Ganga Mata. Then the appearance day of Ganga is also there, that day. It is how see these are not coincidences, Name became Ganga Mata. And also she left on the appearance day of Ganga. So, it's mind-boggling, beyond mind. How these things get arranged. Vedanta Sutra, question comes around the world, does God has form or not? Of course, devotees understand. But, sadharana, ordinary people, even today, So, for that, our Param Gurudev is expert. Is because, see, in our temple we worship deities, right? So, now what is the tattva behind that these deities? So for that, how to the extent we understand, like one time in the Jaiva Dharma it is there, Muslims came and they were discussing that we want some questions to be answered. That we understand God has no form. But in the Hindu tradition, I know they have deities. But they say, because without form, how we can think of? God is actually formless, but how we can think of that? So that's why they made it deities. Like that, some Hindus explain that we didn't believe that. The Muslims are telling. We know you are very advanced, no Shastras. But looks like you are also doing like that. Why is that? So, that time, the Vaishnavas are explaining. So Vaishnavas are explaining, that the amazing. See, this is what we have to hear. So they were laughing at it in the beginning. Then they started explaining. They said, in your tradition, you say Allah. God is great. How great? How big is? Oh, very big. How big? Too big. Mind cannot comprehend. That's about it. So too big, of course, is one kind of amazing thing. How big? Oh, big. Beyond big, 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 big. Wow. So it's an amazing thing. Something. Then, whereas by the meaning of Bhagavan, it also many things happen, he is smaller. How small? Oh, very, very small. Tiny, tiny. Can we see in our eyes? No, no, no. How small? How can you see? Very big, that also we cannot see. Small also cannot. X-ray can they see? Take picture? No. So, any technology, any advanced technology? No. How so tiny, tiny? So then, see, that is also chamatkar, right? Smaller than the smallest. How small? We cannot comprehend. How big? Even that you cannot comprehend. But it's simultaneously small and big. That is even amazing. Understand? Simultaneously small and big, right? How do we understand? Do we have any means? Logic cannot explain. No instrument, right? How so? So like that. There, same way, rupa and not having rupa, meaning having not as a form and also no form. Same time, So, how we can explain? See, many times we will be asked to do that. So that's why Param Gurudev goes into detail. Some basics we should understand. The more we know, it makes us stronger. Because I'll tell you, Mayavadi is so expert. Shankaracharya is telling, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudamate, Nai Nai Rakshati, Antyakale Nai Nai Rakshati. He's directly telling, Bhaja, you saying Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. At the end of your life, nothing going to protect you except God. No, it's not like this, it's not like that. I'll tell you how unfortunate, Why, unless you come across Vaishnava, pure devotee, if we take their lotus dust on our head, smeared all over body, then only it is possible, otherwise not. Prahlad Maharaj says that. So, we are fortunate, our acharyas, Ramanujacharya, Imbaditya, Vishnu Swami, they dwell into this. So, Param Gurudev says, Karya Karanava, meaning cause and effect, right? Cause and effect, right? Cause and effect. Something. Now, in this theory, Karya Karanava, when a cause will create the effect, right? Effect. Then in the cause, in the effect, cause must be there. The how it happened, right? Because causal effect. So if there is right cause and effect, you understand? So cause is Bhagavan, right? Lord is the cause. Effect is what? All the living entity and this. If you like that, then if we have the form, now look around everywhere, everything is form. Advanced science now they say accept sound also as a form, everything. So the effect in the final effect there is a form. It is obvious, must be there form in the cause. No, so that's why it says is sakar. He has a form. So in this one is going into detail. There is something called asakta karanavad. Asaktaranavad. Sakkaranavad, asaktaranavad. Meaning from sat vastu a sat can be created. The vastu that is existing, it can create another existing. Right? If the vastu, the object does not exist, how it can create an object that is existing? Right? This is the question. That is not possible. So, in other words, if Lord has no form at all, how he can create an object that are having a form? This is the thing. So, then our Param Gurudev, he gives Arupavat Shabd. Rupa, Arupa. So, but the Mayavad is interpreting, Arupavat, he has no form. But Param Gurudev, see, this is, you have to try to understand this, okay? It's really, it may seem difficult. Maybe if you have a question, you can ask me. Very, very important, See, what he's saying is, suppose he gives an example. They go to a village or some apartment or something. We say, suppose there is a person, Rama, stays in that apartment, in a house, right? Now, you go when you go to that, do you ask, is Rama is there? They say no. That means what? Rama, person, Rama, not there living. What does it mean? You think it does not exist at all? He was there before, now he has gone somewhere else. He might come back. Right? It implies. For time being, he is not there. It doesn't mean that he was not there. If it does not stay there, it does not even exist, then what is the meaning of, Rama is not here? Can we say that? So, not there, not having form doesn't mean that no form. See? So, he is telling not the way, akaravat, urupavat akaravat. He's saying arupavat evahi pradhanatvat. This is a sutra. Arupavat evahi pradhanatvat. The way they interpret arupavat, no form. That is the foundation, pradhana, foremost. Now, what do you mean by arupavat? He's saying, not the way material senses can grasp. Not that form. Says. His form is that he is beyond our senses. He has a form, but beyond us. Transcendental form. So that's how he says. Because if there is an object, only for an object that exists, we can use negative connotation. Does not exist. If the object does not exist at all, then how we can say, oh, it does not exist? See, that kind of thing. Time being, it does not. It has gone somewhere, this and that. So, like that. So, if there is an object, by that relation to that object, we can use the word no, right? If that vastu is not there, then again using not, it is useless. It doesn't carry any meaning, So this is how. Veda says, Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya Devi Va Chakshuratatam. So, Paramam Padam Sada Pashyati, they see every time. Surya Devi Chakshuratatam. By that chakshu is visible all the time. So, like Baladev Vidyabhushan, he describes how by his description, Vedanta Sutra, very well described. Then, like the Muslims. So same time, there's a forum on it. That is Achintya. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. By understanding this Tattva, you can obtain Pancha Purushartha, love of Krishna. So Nirakara meaning what? Actually Nirakara, he has no form. That means, try to understand. He has no form. That means not that he has no form at all. It is not like our mundane form. It's beyond that. It's beyond this mundane form. As a form. Beyond our senses. Cannot grasp its form. That's what it means. Senses cannot grasp its form. But he has a form. So, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena Santah Sadaiva Vridhyeshu Vilokayanti and Shyama Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam Govindamati Tamaham Bhajami. So, that's why many stories are there. Pratima nahi, Murti Vigraha. Sakshat Nandanandana. Sakshi Gopal, you can say. No, deity walked all the way from Vrindavan. Sakshi Gopal. Even today, if you go on Jagannath Puri, So many we see in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. One time Gopal holding half laddu. He has eaten half laddu. Then his father came and said, telling. Then like that, there are so many Chirachora Gopal, you see, he stole Chir, became a chore. So Lord is willing to be, he doesn't mind. Chirachora Gopal, of course the Pujari offered him the kheer, right? Sweet rice. Then at that time, Madhavendra Puri came, he didn't want, see, he does not demand or ask anybody, beg anybody, right? He is such a sannyasi, great sannyasi. He not go and ask them. If Krishna inspires somebody and then give, that is something. So then DT, woke middle of the night. So Madhavendra Puri was thinking, if I get a little bit of that key, I can taste it and I can make the same way to our Gopal. See, his desire came for what? To enjoy? No. He said he wants to do service to Krishna. So, I don't know how it tastes. If I taste it, now I can, I can get the idea how it is made, right? Sometimes. So he was thinking, and it's so far away. And then, so Lord, you see, he responds, my devotee desire to taste this. But immediately he covered. There's so many parts. He covered Pujari's mind in a sense. He did not see, even though it was there, he did not see. See, it shows that we cannot see independently. We can see what Lord wants us to see. Right? That's why we should pray. We make alignment, Lord, what I can see. What you allow me to see, that's what you can see. So then, so Lord woke him up. Hey, Panda, get up. I stole one part. Okay. You did not notice it, but I kept it there. See, behind the curtain. And when he carried remaining key, he did not notice it. Wait a minute, there's one part missing. Where it is missing, I can search where. You see, nobody got any clue. Nobody got information. So Pujari did not know. When Lord told him, go and see there where I kept. He took a bath, went inside, and he saw it was there where Lord told. Then cried out, Oh, Madhavendra Puri, where are you? Where are you? You are so fortunate. Krishna stole Kheer just for you. Wah. So, Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri. Then he was very, when he heard his name, he was chanting. He came and took it. Now he understood the taste. So he wanted to, because by the time morning, this word will go by, people will be after him. He was so renounced. He didn't want any fame and all that. He said, all the people, they will after me. So he left to Jagannath. Before he reached there, the word already gone there. It's Leela. Then he came back. You see, then Lord is telling so much, Then he went to Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri collected the sandalwood. Then he was trying to bring. He came up to Ramuna. Then Diti again told what to do. Don't take too much trouble. All the way carrying Chanda. You apply here, this Gopal. If you apply here, I will also. We are not different Gopals. Gopal is one. You apply here, then as good as applying there. See how tricky, So, Shuddha Sattva, he appears in the pure. So that's why our goal is to. So, these great stalwart devotees, if you remember, it brings us so much pastimes, unbelievable. So, Chirachor Gopal ki jai. He is anxious, sir. Anxious to. So, any questions? Our time is up today. Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi is coming on Friday, 10th June, right? We'll have class on 11th June. So try to do this Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi. What it says is, see, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking about this Ekadasi to Krishna. Krishna is telling Vedavyasji, he will describe Vedavyas. Then Vedavyas is talking. Then Vedavyas is telling, whatever you have heard so far about the Dharma Katha, maybe not everybody can follow that. So he's telling, you have to listen to this. What Yudhishthira Maharaj, Vedavyas is telling. Very difficult austerities, so many things difficult. So Vedavyas is telling, one who can follow this vrata with happiness, okay, little money, little bit of difficulty, and then you should give great fruit. And that should be the essence of the Shastra. You know? ಹೌದಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರಾ? ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು. So Vedavyas is telling, what is telling? That austerity or that vrata, one should be able to do happily, right? And little money, and then with very little difficulty, and you should give very big fruit, and it should be also essence of the Shastra, that vrata. So that kind of dharma, he says, in this age of Kali is possible for the humans. So that dharma katha is this kind. What is that Ekadasi? See, that's why Ekadasi is Sarva Dharma Shrestha. Vedavyas, and to do that, it is very happy, People actually look forward to Ekadasi. Wow, when it's going to come? Happiness. Not that, oh, Ekadasi comes, Many I come across, they feel so much good on that day, next day. Something ullasa, something unexplained happiness in that. Because the touch, Supreme Lord, indirectly or indirectly, you perform Ekadasi properly, you are touching, that is Swarupa. So they get stunned or something like that. So then our Gurudev used to say this Nirjala Ekadasi. See, there is misunderstanding. That's why I'm saying. If you follow this, then if you have not followed any Ekadasi improperly, if you have followed improperly, do this, it will nullify. That is actually the Pandavas used to do all Ekadasi Nirjala, right? And Bhima used to take fruit like that, But this one, Vedavyas said, no, at least you do this. Why Bhima could not? Because his fire of digestion, see, there is a fire, different kind of fires in our body. Fire doesn't mean that we see the fire with wood burning, gas burning, not, there are subtle kind of fires also. So, Jatar Agni, for example, Jatar Agni, that stays in our stomach. So that's what digestion. For everybody, it's like a hair thick, that Jatar. For Bhima, I say this big. So it will bhasma, whatever he eats, bhasma. Madhvacharya is the incarnation of Bhima, right? One time Madhvacharya ate in front of his guru, you know, how many bananas? 1,000 bananas. Can he eat 10 bananas? Then he drank how much? Maybe 200, 500 liters of milk like that. Can you take 1 liter of milk? So because his fire of digestion, you know, Agni, Jatragni was so thick. So for him, you know, so he said, at least do this, you know, Vruka Namaka Agni. Vruka. The one name for Bhima is Vruka. Vruka. Because that Agni, special Agni is in him. It's very strong, very thick. So he gave blessing. At least this Ekadasi I do this. So that was given concession to Bhima. Because who has the Agni, you know, Jatragni like Bhima? Do we have that? Can we take, say, 1,000 bananas? No. So it is for him. So, so that part, you know, we have to, permission is given to, but every Ekadasi, you know, it is actually very, 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 very scientific. You know. Take any angle, Ekadasi, if Ekadasi was not there, if Krishna did not manifest, see why Ekadasi came? Because Krishna, kindness, Radharani's mercy, manifest to give you the simplest path, right? Simplest procedure. It's very joyful, doesn't cost money, you know, and doesn't cost difficulty, and essence of all dharma. So Ekadasi is unmatched. If that was not revealed to us, what would have been our, you know, there is no way we can escape from this material world. You know? That's why it's Kaddaya, is no exemption. We must do Ekadasi. So, and properly, you know. So that's why Ekadasi is just Bhakti Jnana, you know, Gaudiya Sampradaya, you know. So 10th June, Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi there. So we pray to Ekadasi Devi in advance. Oh, Ekadasi Devi, 10th is coming. Give me strength and please inspire me to follow this. Let me not fall behind. No? So if we keep praying like that, she'll be more than happy. Why? Bhakti Janani, no? She takes birth, mother of devotion. And by bhakti, we come to closer to Krishna. Then we can have darshan of Krishna. Bhakti. By bhakti, we will lose, you know, enthusiasm in what? Right now we have so much enthusiasm in outside, you know, mundane things. We will lose. We will not suffer. We will not have hatredness. We will not do something that takes away from Krishna. You know, no sai bhavati. not wasting us. So, like that, Ekadasi is very, very, very powerful. So, we ask her again and again, Oh Ekadasi Devi, be merciful to us and give me strength. The time is up. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo. Thank you for all of your offering, everything. I don't, I feel I'm not fit for all these things, But what can you do? But I'm greatly indebted for all of you. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, says, I'm not the guru. You're all my guru, says. Now I also feel like you're all my gurus. Okay. So I have to do service to you, all of you. So, and Gaur going, actually, the Siddhanta is because one who says Guru is Guru everyone's heart, is the Guru of everyone, like. In other words, this is the Guru Tattva. See, one thing I want to tell is that I was telling morning, my little realization, or the way we conduct. In our Guru, right? All the Gurus are there. All the previous Acharyas are there. Future Gurus are also there. It's like in a computer. You have a foreground and a background, right? Foreground, window is there. Then bottom you appear all those background. Now what we have open, right? Like that, all the. So in our present, our Guru there. Back, all Acharyas are there. In his heart is Param Gurudev. In his heart is Gurudev. Gurudev. Like that. Up to Madhvacharya, Vedavyas, Narada Muni, all that. We can access all Acharyas through him only. That's why we offer him. Then offer it to Param Gurudev, then Parat Gurudev. Like that. Then again we have to come back to our Gurudev. You understand? On a circle, you start from one end, right? If you're going all around the circle, then you come back to the beginning of the circle, is it not? Because only through him we have access to all of that. So this point we have to remember. So all acharyas are there. Lord is also like that. Through Krishna. In Krishna, all the avatars are also there. Is it not? Same time. Depending upon our vow, thing, he appears there. But he is there. He is the Amshi. So that's why you have to come back to Krishna. Even Krishna is revealed through whom? We see Krishna, Radha, Krishna, whatever. Service to them, service to the Nam, everything through Guru, right? His channel. He reveals us everything. So that's why we start and end with him. Then it's all inclusive. And that's why we say, when we say Akhanda Guru Tattva, what does it mean? Akhanda. Unbroken, right? Unbroken chain. What does it mean? There's so many chains. Then nothing is broken. Alive, living chain, living chain. Right. See, many times you can see, we have heard acharyas Gurudev talks to other Gurudev like that. They're never separated, you know. So there's one kind. So the Gaur Govind Maharaj was saying that, don't think you are paying obeisances to your Guru. Your Guru already paid obeisances unto you before even after. Because why? He says his Guru in everyone. You know? So if he says, then he's also worshipable for us. So that way, you know. So anyway, whatever you have offered to our Guru. I'm not sure. That's it. So accepting this to the satisfaction of our Guru, nothing else, no, doing anything else. So thank you very much again, all of you. I remain indebted, all of you.
Good day.
Pasinubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnave.
Gurudev, we love to be in your company. I'm so happy that I met with you.
So we end here. So thank you again, all of Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Pranams. If you all like to continue reading your offerings, you all can. Sorry, Gurudev left, you also. So if you'd like to, you can please let me know and we will continue with offerings to Gurudev. And I will record it and I'll send it to him. So we can go on with, we can start with Braj Kishore Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my Dandavat Pranam. So I have no qualification to glorify any sadhu. Can just offer some words of gratitude and some few memories that I had in the association of Maharaji. So I think the topmost quality that always comes out, cannot hear?
Sorry, I also couldn't hear you, Braj Kishore Prabhu, but I thought it was only me.
I'm not sure why. Is it better now?
I hear it well in my head.
I still can't.
Okay, it's fine then. You can maybe go to the next person.
I don't think there's sound.
Yes, Braj Kishore Prabhu, I can't hear any sound from your side.
Hare Krishna, Vishaka Didi, but I can hear him.
I also can hear him.
Should I continue?
Okay, you can go ahead, Braj Kishore.
I was saying, maybe Maharaj, one of his topmost qualities that I've seen is his humility. And we've just seen that again right now. Despite having so many material qualifications, he has the highest degree in physics, the PhD in physics, which he completed in such a short space of time as well, and so many Ayurveda things and degrees in engineering and all of this. But every time we've seen Maharaj, his humility always comes through, and he's observing his Vyasa Puja in the way of our Guru Parampara. They always offer to Shri Guru, Param Gurudev, and up like that to Srila Vyasadeva, and ultimately back to Sri Krishna. So, should I continue? Okay. So, and one thing I've realized is Maharaji has a very speciality in that he uses science to increase people's faith in the absolute truth. I remember how he showed us many PowerPoints on the benefits of Mahamantra and sound vibration, the Shabda Brahm. And also many times he showed he always speaks, like even right now, the spiritual benefits of Ekadasi, but for terms of preaching, also the many health benefits of this. And he said we should use this when preaching to common people because this will get them to keep Ekadasi. And he showed us many NASA images of this Ram Setu, how it can be seen from outer space, and these bricks, these rocks are still floating. So like this, he shows that we can use everything in the service of Krishna, and that's Yukta Vairagya. Yeah? And even showed, I remember these videos of two plants fighting for the same resources, but one plant will go away on its own because they have Krishna in them, and that shows that every living entity has that. And pictures of this Nishrama deity that's just levitating. And my time is almost up, so just quickly, couple of memories I had with Maharaj. I was very fortunate to have his association maybe 3-4 times here in South Africa. Once we were at a devotee's house, and for some reason there were no programs. It was the devotee's son's wedding, so I was the only one. I used to go and spend some time with Maharaj every day, and he was discussing. He asked me if I have any questions. I said, Maharaj, I'm reading Jaiva Dharma, but I cannot understand anything. And so he started from the beginning, from chapter 1, and he very, very slowly is describing to me, the difference between Nitya Dharma and Nematika Dharma, the different types of vastu, and Dasamula Tattva, and like that. It's so much of patience, 2-3 hours a day, like this for about a week. And I hold that in my heart forever. And I had no idea of how to serve a sadhu, and I should have been serving him. But at that time, he even made tea for both of us using his pure cow milk powder that he brought from India, and also the jaggery that he brought from his cows, and even the tea from there, very, very big, tasty tea with ginger, lemon, and honey. And then once he even very mercifully, even though our home was not a place suitable for a sadhu, even came and stayed one night, him and Bhakti Vishnu Dvaita Maharaj at my father's home, just to create our auspiciousness. And at that time, I was able to see his very, very strong sadhana. He refused to sleep on the bed that I had ready for him, and he slept just on a little blanket on the floor, just on the floor. And getting up at very, very early at 3 o'clock in the morning and chanting for 3 hours straight, and then sitting with dozens of books around him after that, and just absorbed in that. I remember seeing Guru Darshan, some scientific books on Hooke's Law, and many, many other things. So this is his absorption. And it wasn't even a fasting day, but even at that time, he was only taking 2 meals a day. He took like fruit in the morning and just supper prashadam, like that. And in India, a few times Maharji helped me. Once I lost my phone, and I had no contact with anybody, and he helped me, allowed me to use his personal phone like that. And with him, I had also, when I got sick, provided medicine as he does for all of us. And even through his mercy, I had darshan of Shriman Anirudh Prabhu. For that, very, very fortunate for that. So I'm already over time. So on this day, I just like to pray to Maharji to just forgive me for any offenses I've made knowingly or unknowingly caused him, and also ask him to bless me that I can give up my lower desires, my lust, greed, anger, and follow properly, chant properly, follow Ekadasi, and ultimately follow the instructions of my Shri Guru, and thus be of some service and contribution to this mission of Gurudev and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you very much. Vanchakaupatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Braj Kishore Prabhu, for that. Now, can I please have Sati Mataji? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam to all devotees. Actually, I prepared a letter here, a kind of gratitude for Gurudev. In this note, I said, Dear Gurudev, Dandi Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam to you. On this most blessed and auspicious day, the celebration of your birthday, please accept my most humble obeisance at your divine lotus feet. Gurudev, I am honored to be part of this celebration. You have been so merciful to all of us. It is because of your kindness, compassion, and surrendered life which help us to know Lord Krishna Chaitanya. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching over me while I pray, chant, transcend, and study Vedas, so my eyes can open true and able to stand in this world. On this special day, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev. Hare Krishna to you. Nityananda, Hari Bol. Nityananda, Hari Bol. Nityananda, Hari Bol. Nityananda, Hari Bol. Dandavat Pranam, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sati Mataji, for that. Now, can I please have Rasapriya Devi Dasi Mataji? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams to all dear Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Please accept my well wishes. Dear Gurudev, I offer my most humble and respectful obeisances at your divine lotus feet. Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj ki jai. Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj ji ki jai. Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my most respectful Dandavat Pranams unto the divine lotus feet of my most worshipable spiritual master, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj ji, who is my Diksha Guru. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayani Te Namane. I offer pranams to Param Gurudev, Om Vishnupada Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ji, who is very dear to Srimati Radhika. I offer my unlimited Dandavat pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Shiksha Gurus, Diksha Guru, and the entire Rupanuga Guru Varga, and all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shri Dandi Maharaj ki jai. My Pushpanjali offering at the divine lotus feet of Shri Guru Maharaj ji. Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to our Param Gurudev, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ji, whose teachings you are preaching in many countries of the world. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Gurudev, for giving us this Falshruti, the fruits of hearing this from our Srila Gurudev. All glories to you on this most auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja. I pray to Param Gurudev, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ji, with folded palms, may he and the divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Krishna, forever bless you and keep you in our association for a long time. You are an eternal associate of the Lord, and you are the divine personification of the Lord's mercy, who has descended from the Lord's abode to give shelter and comfort to all the fallen souls and conditioned souls like me. Gurudev, you are very nicely propagating the teachings of your spiritual master, that is pure love of God, which is most sublime and most scientific. Your main speciality in particular is to speak on the meeting point between modern science and ancient wisdom. You have the ability to explain the essential truths of the Eastern scriptures in the language of modern science. Your scientific knowledge is based on the eternal truth and is most profound. This knowledge continues through an unbroken chain of spiritually realized saints and all the way to the present day. Your very own spiritual master, our Srila Gurudev, is such a saint. Like Gauranga Mahaprabhu is most munificent and magnanimous, O Gurudev, you are also most magnanimous in heart. I am under the control of the illusory energy, Maya, and I am subject to greed, lust, anger, envy, madness, and illusion. I am really grateful to have a Shiksha Guru like you, who is all merciful upon me and the conditioned souls. I am bereft of spiritual knowledge. I am drowning in the samsara of repeated births and deaths. But you are para dukkha dukhi. You are in pain to see the sufferings of conditioned souls like me. I am truly indebted to you, Gurudev, in making me realize the real goal of life. I am most fortunate to listen to your Hari Katha every Saturdays, and I am truly blessed to have you as my Shiksha Guru. You are most valuable guidance, has given us great courage and enthusiasm to manage our spiritual life. Your blessings and encouragement has given us the strength to overcome any obstacle that we may face in our daily lives. Gurudev, please give me one drop of your mercy to perform devotional service without any difficulties, so that I may be able to succeed in my spiritual journey. I pray to the divine couple to keep you in best of health in all your years to come. Please accept my gratitude for taking us through the path of divine knowledge, Krishna consciousness. I pray to you that one day I will be able to serve Sri Guru, Sri Krishna, and Vaishnavas. I have 2 slokas about Sri Guru. Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shabde Pare Chanishnatam Brahmani Upashamashrayam. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.3.21. Therefore, one who is inquisitive about his ultimate welfare should surrender to Guru, who is well versed in scriptures, has realized the Supreme Lord, and he is peaceful, being free from anger, and so on. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas darshina. Understand this transcendental knowledge by offering your prostrated obeisance to the spiritual master, asking him relevant questions, and by rendering service to him, the self-realized soul can enlighten you with that knowledge because they have direct perception of the absolute truth. So in my concluding words, I would like to say, Gurudev, you have taught me never to hurt any living entity in thought, word, and deed. I have learned from you to love